Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. As I look at my fellow graduates, I see that as in typical high school fashion, I can label each and every one of you right now. Either you're a person who is holding on to high school as tightly as you can because you do not want to leave and start your life beyond school, or you cannot wait to receive your diploma so that you can depart from this place forever. Whether you fall into the first category or the second, after tonight, our journey through high school will be over and we will have to move on. We will be thrown into a world that is completely unknown to us and forced to navigate our own way. As frightening as this sounds, each of us is ready to finally take our place in the world. Contrary to what some people might think, these past 13 years have actually been useful to us. All the time that we have spent in school and all the lessons that we have learned have prepared us for this moment. For years, we were taught about how to live in the world with real responsibilities and jobs. In our younger days, we were taught simple things, like how to share and how to get along with other people. Somewhere in middle school, we were taught about how to handle new responsibilities and follow rules we didn't particularly like. I vividly remember everyone protesting one of these new rules that came about, tucking in shirts. To this day, many still can't seem to accept that rule. Even in the past few years, we have still learned new things, but most importantly, we have learned how to plan for our future and to look past today and see that tomorrow will actually come. Well, it is finally time for us to put all this knowledge to the test and experience everything the world has to offer. Despite what I've said before about some people not wanting to leave high school, each and every one of us has, to some extent, been excited about graduation day and finally being able to start our future. For some, they still have no idea what will come after graduation. For others, they practically had their whole lives planned years ago. They knew that after graduation, they would attend a certain university and 4 years later receive a degree, then get married and have exactly 3 children. I don't want to tell the people who have most of their lives planned that they are wrong about their future, but, well, they probably are. Not a single person in this stadium knows where they will be in 5, 10, or 15 years, especially the graduates. Right now, I'm sure that each of you has some plan. College, a career, or even the military. What I want to remind you of, though, is that our future is completely undecided. Some of you may say that you will go to school and become a doctor. However, you may end up being a teacher. Others may say they are going to be lawyers, only to end up as used car salesmen. When I look at each of you, I don't see the things you say you want to be. I see the potential of what you can be. I remember what it was like to grow up with most of you. After all, many of us have known each other since we were toddlers. In our younger years together, most of us were scared, just trying to figure out what this whole school thing was about. In middle school, we each started to try and find a group of people to fit in with. For most of us, this was a difficult time. Unfortunately, high school only made this worse. In high school, we each had to find where we belonged. Many of us didn't know whether we could be a great actor in the fall play, be an MVP on a sports team, or a soloist on the marching band field. Even though we only vaguely had an idea what each of these things was about, we somehow managed to find our places and accomplish so many different things. Well, this is like life. I know that right now, we don't have much of an idea what will come in the next few years, and it is hard for many of us to fathom what lies beyond school. I can still remember when I was younger and thought that graduation day would never come, that it was simply some kind of dream, but here we are. I know, however, that even though we can't see what lies in our future, there are more possibilities than we can ever imagine. Although I am focusing on leaving school and moving on to our futures, I don't want any of you to forget these past 4 years. If it had not been for our teachers, friends, and family, none of us would be here today. Personally, I want to say to each of my teachers, thank you for supporting, guiding, and influencing me these past few years. To my friends, thank you for everything. You and all the great memories you've given me will be missed. To all my family, I can never thank you enough for all the love and support you've given me. To my parents and sisters, thank you for everything Thank you for always encouraging me and giving me the strength for everything I thought I could never accomplish. I love you more than words can ever express. Finally, to my fellow graduates, the legendary class of 2010, congratulations. We finally did it.
Mr. Markovich.